I've got a Chapman. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video, and yes, it is true. The guys have spoken. I have a Chapman guitars in my possession. First time ever. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna start right off the bat by saying it's so weird yet awesome that I finally have one of these guitars for a number of reasons. The first reason is you see them all over the internet and you see, the certain individuals playing them, but they're pretty hard to come by, you know what I mean? It wasn't until recently now that they've just been added to Guitar Center, but before that it was almost kind of this mystique about Chapman guitars, at least in my opinion, of man, I wonder what they sound like, I wonder how they play. And now that they're available at Guitar Center, now they're still very rare in my opinion in the United States. But it is awesome that Chapman has now stepped up and has allowed Guitar Center to be an authorized dealer, right? And so what I mean, it's kind of crazy and weird at the same time to be holding one of these, because this is a creation of YouTube in a way. Chapman started out in the infancy of YouTube, and now all of a sudden he's this huge influencer in the guitar community and has his own successful, amazing company. So it's it's weird. It's a weird culmination of something that I'm very passionate about and doing YouTube, and just some of the byproducts and the results of putting in the time and effort on the internet can create something as amazing as Chapman guitars. It's crazy how people start out doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now, sitting in front of a camera talking to it, are now just, huge businessmen and influencers in the guitar community. But today, guys, we're just going to be talking about a brand new 2019 Chapman guitar. This is the ML3 Pro Modern Semi-Hollow Obsidian Burst guitar. Now, this is the guitar that I've seen on the wall at my local Guitar Center in Wilmington, Delaware, and honestly, this is one of those rare instances where I didn't gravitate towards it because of solely by appearance. Yes, it looks absolutely killer, right? I mean, look at that obsidian burst, that greenish flame maple veneer. But honestly, it was the fact that I wanted to try a semi-hollow guitar and a Chapman guitar. There's something extremely unique and different about this guitar. You guys will see it in my next video. I'll do my demo, my playthrough and everything, but I just want to say this is one of the rare instances when a guitar spoke to me. Guitar players are kind of weird, and kind of spiritual in a way, when, oh, it spoke to me. It didn't literally speak to me, but there's just something about, there's some kind of harmonic tones, some kind of weird, unique sound when you have a semi-hollow, and more importantly with this guitar in particular. So I played it. I've always had my eye on it ever since I saw it come out, late last year at some point. I had to have it. So here we are today. So the specs for this guitar, guys: 25.5-inch scale, mahogany body, chambered or semi-hollow mahogany body, roasted maple neck through design, which is hip shot locking tuners, very cool. Stainless steel frets. My favorite thing about any guitar nowadays is almost all the production models nowadays are becoming stainless steel fret guitars, and that's so awesome. I'm very happy about that. You guys know how much I love that. Alnico Chapman guitar pickups, which sound very punchy and beefy, in the words of Rod Chapman, but they're kind of a bit dynamic, and they're not full on metal, which is nice. And the last thing is the controls, man. You got a 5-way switch and one volume and one tone. So overall, guys, I wanted to have this guitar. I've wanted it on my radar. I did a little poll between this or the Jim Root. The Jim Root came first, but now I have this guitar. This is a guitar that I wanted, not necessarily what my subscribers wanted, and I really am happy with it. And this guitar for me will be kind of like a layering guitar for future products. You know what I mean? It's not a full-blown metal machine, but again, there's just something about the sound of this thing. Wait till you hear it that really speaks to you, and I love it, man. I love it, and I can't wait to show you guys. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna leave you with a couple shots of this guitar, and we're gonna get out of here. I spent all night writing the song, the demo song, which will be in the next video on this guitar. It was one of those nights where I woke up at 1 a.m., randomly, and then I stayed up the whole rest of the night. So when I was awake, I couldn't sleep. I went upstairs right here in this chair, and I wrote the song for this guitar. It's crazy. At 1 in the morning, I created this kind of ambient, kind of rock and roll song, and I'm very proud of it, and I can't wait to show you guys. But I'm going to take this bad boy outside, give you some shots of it, and we'll get out of here. Alright boys, so that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Alright my dudes, stay metal. I'll see you guys next time.